Irving with CigarNews.com. I'm here with Gary of Emilio Cigars and Delaware Cigars. Emilio, we're at the retail store here at 460 People's Plaza in Newark, Delaware. Can you tell me more about the retail store and what it entails and what started here in the industry?
Sure. About 12 years ago, I retired from a business I owned and came to work part-time. At that time, this was a two-store operation. And Humidor, of course, at that time was much smaller. This one is a little special because it's where my office is, so it gets a special treatment. And just over the years, we've invested more and more in what we do. We believe in offering a lot of the boutique products and having, a really good selection, because that's what I think serious people are looking for. And, we've now taken it to very soon to be a 26-store chain. And in the course of that, we've done a lot of interesting things, built a lot of good relationships in the business, and we kind of pride ourselves on having really, really good selection and having.
A mí me gusta que baile Marieta. Oye, Efraín, tú me cantas sabroso. A mí me gusta que baile Marieta. Teresita, te voy a...
Knowledge of the staff. So, all the staff are required at some point to travel with me to the cigar factory and spend time learning. All the staff are required to take the Bachelor's University certification. They have a certain period of time. There's no indoor smoking in Delaware. The only exemptions to that are the firehouses when they're doing fundraising events and private fraternal organizations can allow us to do those sorts of things. But outside that, there's really no way to do it. So, of course, one of the dilemmas we faced when we decided to do the big Delaware Cigar Festival that we do every year was finding a facility big enough to be pleasant for the number of attendees we had, but it had to be an outdoor venue. And what we finally came up with is the Delaware Park Racetrack and Casino, because they have two huge outdoor pavilions. And September 15th, 12 noon to 6 p.m. at Delaware Park Racetrack and Casino. We'll have probably about 30 cigar companies this year. And it's a great day. It's $125 to get in. You get well more than your money's worth of cigars. And the reason I hold it in September, unlike most people who do spring festivals, is because most of the really cool new releases that everybody wants to try come out at the trade show. So I do it after the trade show. So what you get in your bag is as much as I possibly can do it. The really cool new stuff that everybody wants to try. It's all you can eat, all you can drink. And we do it as a charity fundraiser. So most of the manufacturers are very generously donate cigars to the event. And then what we do is you donate $3 per cigar to our charity, which from this year going forward, we have our own charity that we'll be doing. Historically, we've given it to other charities that work in the regions of the world where cigars are made. But beginning this year, we're beginning to raise money for an art school in Esteli, Nicaragua, for the children of the people that make cigars.
Gary, so tell me, what are we expecting at ICCPR?
We have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. We will not have an actual booth at ICCPR. I decided that it's still pretty important for me to, probably for the last year, stay dedicated to these stores and make sure I was on top of the buying for them until a replacement to do those things is adequately trained to be able to handle it. And so we're not going to have a booth because I simply wouldn't be able to spend a lot of time in it, and frankly we won't be spending a whole lot of effort promoting Emilio's there at the show, because I don't feel that it would be fair to the people that take good money to have a booth there for me to be doing Emilio. So we'll be doing some off-site stuff and we'll announce how that'll all work as we're going forward once we get all the final details. But I just wanted to be fair to everybody else, and I just didn't think it would be right for me to be running around trying to sell Emilio cigars.
Why was that connected?
Well, yeah, and I don't have a booth, and that just wouldn't be the right thing to do. As far as what's coming around that time, certainly there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I expect that shortly, around the time of IPCPR, or maybe just shortly after, the replacement for Grimalkin will arrive in the country, which is called La Musa.
Tell me more about it.
La Musa is exactly the same blend as Grimalkin, produced in the exact same factory. We rebranded it with a different name. That's all we've done. And that cigar is kind of special to me. It represents a cigar I made that was based on somebody that was really inspirational in my life when I needed some inspiration. Basically, back in this area, you'll see products that are from the major manufacturers, General Cigar, Alpatics, your Montecristo, Rodeo, bunch of things of that nature. Here we have the Oliva section. As I said, we're really into the boutique, so we have Kurt Kendall's 724 stuff. Clint Aaron's 262. We have Eddie Arizona cigars. We also carry Sean Williams Premier Mundo stuff. And this is just something I like to do. You know, these guys put their heart and soul into developing a new brand. It deserves just as much representation in good cigar shops. I hate to mention Matt Booth, but I will anyway. We got one shot, one fill. Now, I love Matt. He's a good guy. His new San Andres line. Some more stuff from Oliva. Our Camacho, as you can see, we do tend to make sure that we take care of our customers on having some of the harder to get the floor stuff, the bulk of which is over here. And we try to keep plenty of the harder to get stuff. If anybody's anxious to have some of those A-sides of Oscuros that were done several years ago that you can't find anymore, I may have some of those hidden. Basically in this aisle we have flavored and infused cigars. Yeah, try to keep this stuff sort of grouped together so it's easier if someone comes in and they say, you know, that's the sort of product they're interested in. We want to make it as convenient as possible for them to find it. A little bit of Liga Privada here. My Uzi weighs a ton. And over in here we have things that are distributed by Miami Cigar, the La Aurora stuff, Mr. Miranda, the Armo Leon. So, flip over to this wall. We have a wall full of stuff that is made by my dear friend AJ Fernandez and my other dear friend Eddie Ortega, and some of my stuff up top.
Pan over here for a second. Tell me about the Drag.
Drag is a cigar we will make each year. The blend on it will be different each year. This particular year's comes from an idea I had of working with a Colombian Cubanito for the wrapper. As I do, you know, part of my marketing shtick is I maintain a lot of mystery. I will say that this is made in Nestor Plasentia's factory in the El Paraíso factory in Danlí, Honduras. We have the stuff that I make with AJ Fernandez. The things that I make in the unnamed factory, and of course, as everybody's aware, Grimalkin will now be renamed as La Musa, because La Musa was the original inspiration for that concept. And we just try to keep plenty of stock. Here we have E.P. Carrillo, the Underground stuff. Love Ernie's work. He's doing great work. I'm really happy for him. We have stuff that's made in the Matassa factory and the other Caseta products. Casa Magna, the Domus Magnus, good sticks. Illusion, Beyond stuff, outstanding cigars, and we have the new stuff from Skip Martin at Roma Craft, the Intemperance line, and we should see the Cro-Magnon stuff in September, I believe, is when he's going to release that. Pete Johnson stuff, Tatuaje, fabulous sticks, great cigar maker. And then, of course, that bleeds over into some more of the stuff that's made in the factory where he works. The My Father things, the Pepin, some of the original things. If anybody's interested in some really old Pepin blues, I might have some of those hidden around because I love those cigars. Murcielago is the one. And then over here we have the stuff made for Rocky Patel. Coming on around to the front, we have the Perdomo section. And again, where it's a brand that has plenty of good sticks, and they're well priced, and our consumers are enjoying them. They get a lot of space. And we work very hard to keep the selection as big as we can. Sometimes it breaks their heart because my mechanism for doing that is often to destroy the beautiful box that we put so much thought into to make it all fit. But we do that anyway. And then this wall over here has the stuff that's made in the Fuente factory and the other things that are that come from J.C. Newman. And then another very recent addition we're really happy to have is John Huber's Fortic stuff. Very good cigar. And then I guess finally we walk down this way. We have Christoph up top and spaced around a few other spots. But this is probably for some folks going to be a shocker. This whole section here is Viate.
I haven't found a place. It's silly that sells it.
So that's pretty much the tour of the humidor.
De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro